And then you missed the best part. Then the man has a Jaylen Brown with the Batman mask on in front of him. And this man, Trey, just says, no, we pulling from half court. Season on the line, everything. This man just pulls from half court and wins the game. You want to talk about competitive playoffs? That man, Trey, I keep trying to tell folks they don't want to listen. They don't want to listen, and that's the problem. Oh, hey, welcome back to Nets Republic. How's your off season been going so far? Mine's been just great. I mean, they didn't make it very far. But you know, I had a good time. You know, we caused enough static and distractions in the city of Atlanta that Taylor Swift and Janet Jackson had to reschedule because we are just that important. But that's neither here nor there. Welcome back to Nets Republic. As you can see by the flag, it is the off season. So we go to the seafoam green New York Liberty colors, but that is a basket of neither here nor there. Welcome to the off season. Again, if you are new to the channel, when the games are over, we go to weekly coverage and we just talk about the team until the shenanigans starts in free agency. And as you can see by the title of the video, this season will not be any different as far as the summer. See, for other teams, maybe when the season ends, you know, it's literally Cancun on 3 and everyone just goes their separate ways. Here on Nets Republic and on the older days on 7th Bond, the season never truly ended. When you cover a New York team, it is around the clock coverage. It just never ends. And I thought when I was done with the other New York team, my summers would be a little bit boring. But no, not since the NBA restart has there been a boring moment with the Brooklyn Nets. But that is neither here nor there. The thing that we are here to discuss this afternoon or this morning, depending on when you're watching this and when you see it. Actually, before we get to the title video, let me just ask you, how's your offseason been going? You been having fun? Did you have a chance to decompress? Did you have a chance to exhale? Did you have a chance to really take in the season and everything we learned? At times, I'm not gonna lie, I look at little like threads on Twitter and stuff, and I forget a bunch of things about the season. I gotta be honest with you. I forgot Steve Nash was the coach at the beginning of this. I completely forgot about Steve Nash. Like, we have been through a lot over the last really 10 months if we're keeping it a thally. We have been through so much. But anyway, enough of the shenanigans, enough of the foolishness. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button and subscribe if you're new. Today or tonight, again, whenever you're watching this, we are here to discuss Mr. Damian Lillard. I was going to save this for a little while after because we got to talk about the exit interviews. There's a lot of nasty behavior and a lot of people not being accountable for their actions per usual, but that's not here nor there. But before we get to that, we got to talk about Damian Lillard. I believe it was one of the playoff games. I think it was one of the playoff games. I don't think it was like the season finale because I feel like he was in Portland at the time, but that's not here nor there. But I think it was one of the playoff games. That man, Damian Lillard, was courtside. And there's some nasty statistic because there's a statistic for everything in the NBA. I'm sure there's a statistic for, you know, the win-loss record of LeBron having 2 different color shoelaces. Like, I'm sure there's a statistic for everything. But I saw some stat that said that Damian Lillard has never attended any NBA game ever. Again, I don't buy that for a second, but I think that's what it said. I think like he's never attended an NBA game that like he wasn't like on the team or some shenanigans like that. Whatever. And people are trying to dig deeper into this and say that this is a way of him saying that he wants to be a part of the Brooklyn Nets. Not good enough for you? There was a Twitter exchange and I believe an IG exchange back and forth with Mr. Damian Lillard and Mikal Bridges. And apparently those two are very close and considered quote-unquote best friends. That's it. That is the extent of the evidence we have. That is the extent of the rumor mill. Again, I know the Nets fandom is, you know, famous for clinging on hopes for not only things we don't need, but just random pipe dream individuals from your Dwight Howards to your is it Eric Gordon? Is that dude y'all wanted? No, I must be thinking of someone else. Who's the dude on the Nuggets? Something Gordon. something Gordon. I gotta look this up because this is gonna kill me. Why do I have Terriermon pulled up? That's a little strange. Okay, Gordon Nuggets. I'm sorry, this is gonna kill me. Nuggets, Gordon. Aaron Gordon, that was right. Yeah. Aaron Gordon. I mean, the list goes on. There's always some type of Brooklyn Nets wish list, I've noticed. And this year's, main piece of the wish list just happens to be Damian Lillard. Now, I understand that in recent history, we're a little bit spoiled because honestly, the last, I'd say 4, maybe 5 individuals that we've been pining for in alleged free agency we were able to acquire. You got Kevin Durant, you got Kyrie Irving, you got James Harden, you got Blake Griffin, you got LaMarcus Aldridge. The only person we really whiffed on is Andre Drummond, who seemed more than happy to join the Lakers instead of signing with us. Single-handedly retired LaMarcus Aldridge, only for him to come back from the grave like Tupac or Jesus or whichever fictional character you... Oh, God, can I say that on National Public? Do I have to redo this video? No! I'm not going to do it. I'm going to keep going. Oh, my God. I'm going to keep going. I don't think I can say that on National Public. I'm going to keep going. Ooh, I might get fired for that one. Anyway, or whatever character you wanna throw out there. God, I'm gonna get fired for that one. I know this is the one. This is the one where I've gone too far. I know it. What are you doing? Get out! I'm working. Sorry, there's a lot of stuff going on here. I'm going to continue to make the video. I don't care. This is the off season. I don't promise professionalism. I promise entertainment. And that is what I'm here to give you. I got drastically off topic. There's a laundry list of individuals that the Nets are always trying to acquire. And, we kind of just leave it at that. I was saying the Drummond thing. He single-handedly oh God, do I want to finish this joke? I don't care. I've already this video is already a crap post. I'm gonna keep going with the joke. I don't care if I get canceled. Okay, so single-handedly retired LaMarcus Aldridge until he came back from the dead, like Tupac and other fictional characters and such. And then we ended up getting him anyway when we traded for Ben Simmons. So, do we really count that as someone we didn't get because we ended up with Drummond anyway? But that's neither here nor there. So I guess with our track record being 6 of 6 for the last 3 years, maybe there's hope. I just have to ask the question that I don't feel like enough people are saying, and it's not the obvious one. It's not the obvious one of, well, we already have Mikal Bridges, we already have Cam Thomas. It's not the obvious one. It is a question that maybe Brooklyn Nets fans in large are just a little bit too nice to be able to put out there. Y'all are a little too passive. Y'all just kind of let stuff go. You just let people disrespect the fan base, and y'all don't really put up much of a fight. But don't worry, that's why you got good old Sever the Bond to say it. Damian Lillard is 145 years old, and I don't understand why trying to trade for him is a smart idea. I know no one wants to say it. I said it. It's out there. We can live in this moment together. That man has got... Let's ask. Hey, Siri. How old is Damian Lillard? That man's 32. That man's 32, and he's coming off yet another season where he had some type of life-altering, it wasn't life-altering, I'm exaggerating, but some crazy career-ending injury. Remember when it was his ribs a year or two ago? Then it was his knee or something. Now, something else happened this year, I can't remember. But Buddy is injury-prone to the umpteenth power. Literally since the bubble, I don't think I've seen him play an extended period of time. Because we'd have to trade for him. He's not a free agent. He signed that extension. I think. I'm more than positive. So we'd have to trade for him. Damian Lillard? I don't see how that's helping. I feel like that's going the Harden. Oh, that's right. The jersey's not here. I feel like that's going the Harden route again, and that's no way to go about it. If you want to trade for someone, you need to be looking for youth. Like an example, Trae Young. I don't think we should do it. I think he's fine in Atlanta. I think the Hawks are fine. But if you're going to make a move like that, it should be someone of this caliber, someone who's this general age and this general skill set. Because if you try to go for these veterans, we're going to end up in the exact same situation we just were. And if we're talking about vets, we just had Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and James Harden. I don't think you can go from there to Damian Lillard. And I know, like, I might have to backtrack a lot of this if they pull the trigger and Dame is a part of the team, and I'm going to have to pretend like I like him. But, y'all, you can't go from Kevin Durant to Damian Lillard and just be like, okay, we're competitive again. Like, I don't think that's how that works. And then think about all we would have to give up for him. One of the twins is gone, which, I mean, I don't care, but I know some of y'all do. Most of y'all do, right? So you're breaking up the chemistry of them. They've literally played every NBA game together. You know, they said in their post-game or post-season presser thing or whatever. So you're going to break up the chemistry there. We probably have to give them something substantial like a Cam Thomas. And do you want to throw away the future like that? Because remember, Cam is under contract. He ain't going nowhere. All you Cam Thomas haters, he ain't going nowhere. We'd have to give up a great like him or something like that. Like, it's not like we can just offer up Patty Mills and say, oh, heist of the century type stuff. We'd have to give up a substantial amount to get him. All those picks we just got from the Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving trades that we literally just got, we'd have to give up for Dame. And again, for someone who's injury prone and a little bit overrated. Again, y'all don't want to say things like that. That's why I'm here to say what you're thinking. Now y'all are looking at me again, saying, well, Sever, who do we go after then? Nobody. I am committed to the church of blow it up. And we succeeded. We just need to have an understanding of the pecking order on this team. Maybe get a new coach while you're at it, but you know. And work on the chemistry and try again next year. Because I'm telling you, why would Damian Lillard want to, not make the play-in on the Western Conference to come over here to get knocked out in the first round in the Eastern Conference? And this is a poor example because the person I'm about to mention is significantly younger and has a much higher upside and room for growth. But look at what the Cavs just did, right? They mortgaged their entire future. They got some young pieces there that they can move around, break the glass in case of rebuild. They got pieces. But as far as assets and draft picks and stuff like that, they're tangled up in that Donovan Mitchell trade. They did all that to lose to the Knicks in 5 in the first round. Do y'all want that to be us? We have got a golden opportunity. I don't think the upside is as bright as an Atlanta or something like that, but I think we're on the right track. We just got a couple of tweaks to make. Just a couple of mindset shifts and a new coach. And add a backup center here, right? Get a true backup point guard there type stuff. I feel like the type of moves we need aren't that extreme. And while it escapes me who we can replace Spencer Dinwiddie with, is another year of Spencer really that terrible? Give him a whole training camp. Maybe year 2 Jacques Vaughn won't be as terrible. I don't know, but I say give it another year. There just has to be a shift of mentality of understanding what the pecking order is on this team. Insert Cam Thomas in there somewhere. Like, use the weapons you have. I don't think we need to do the drastic trade for a star thing that so many people are clamoring to do. It's like if you get out of a relationship that like wasn't the best. What's a not politically correct. What's a PG way of saying this? It's like you got out of a toxic relationship and then like immediately you're on Tinder the next day. Like, whoa. You feel me? Take some time to get to know yourself. You feel me? Take some time to rebuild you, to get back on track with yourself. Like, we just got out of a toxic relationship with a superstar. 2 of them. 3 if you count Harden. And we're still stuck with Ben Simmons. That hasn't been resolved yet. And y'all are already like trying to get back out there in the dating world. Like, relax. Can we work on us for a second? Can we do a couple spa dates? Can we get our face scrubbed or something like that? Can we put the zucchinis on our eyes for like a week first before we're jumping back out there? That's too much too soon. Let's see what a full year of Mikal and them are capable of. And if things are just going left by like, I don't know, Valentine's Day or like the All-Star break, then okay, pull the trigger and do something drastic. But give them a chance. Mikal has been here for 2 months. And while I do think he is the one and only magical disappearing man, I'm willing to give him a chance. Give him a training camp. Give him a full year under Jacques Vaughn's whatever it is he's doing. Give him a chance before we hit the mortgage the future for an aging veteran button. And if any fan base should have an understanding of why we shouldn't just be going out here trying to get disgruntled stars in their 30s, it should be Brooklyn Nets fans. That's not the end of there. Let me know your thoughts down below. Do you think we should get Damian Lillard? Do you think we need Damian Lillard? Let me know your thoughts down below. I'm sure this is split right down the middle. Half of you agree with me. Half of you think I'm insane. But that is the point of entertaining you this summer. I will see you next week to talk about... We'll talk about the exit interviews next week because I've got some thoughts. Specifically for Mr. Sean Marks, but that's neither here nor there. I'll let y'all chew on that. And hopefully your second team is still in the playoffs. All of my teams are out, but that's neither here nor there. I'll see you next week. You're here on Nets Republic. Welcome to the summer. Hopefully I'm still here next week and I didn't get fired for making tasteless jokes. Again.